We want to thank the Seahawks, MaxPrep, and USA Football. This is a great opportunity for our kids to get out in front of the media a little bit. It's always a nervous. People get a little nervous on that situation. These guys are got a little bit nervous walking up here, but they're excited to be here. Graham-Kapowsin's our 10th year is next year. We're a pretty new school. We've had opportunities to make the playoffs every year. Last year we were able to win a league title and go undefeated. Lost in the second round to a really good Bothell team. Our kids work real hard. Every one of these kids I've known since they're little kids. They've played in our youth program since they're 9 years old. They've had great opportunities to learn our system, and they're all 3.7 grade point or above, every one of these kids. They all started last year. We got Trevor Sperance, our quarterback's a 2-year starter and just an outstanding leader. Had a great spring throwing the football. We're going to probably open up a little bit more one back. We've always been a 2-back, 1-back. We're probably going to throw a little more 1-back stuff. Austin Ewell, it's kind of fun. We kind of nicknamed Wes Welker this spring. He just gets open, plays both ways. One of the toughest football players I've been around in all my careers. And then Donald Walkinshaw is a 4.0, #1 student in our school, tight end, DN, and just had a great spring. And then Foster Sorrell is a freshman All-American from MaxPrep and is being nationally recruited by everybody as a sophomore, probably the top sophomore probably our state has seen in a long, long time, and is a very special football player. But because these kids working hard, I think our program, when we started as a youth program years ago, and them developing in our program, has been really exciting for me to see these kids grow up, their families, their brothers, etc., have played for me, and it's just going to keep going. We got great young kids. These guys might talk about some of our young 9th graders. We have a couple kids that are going to play probably this year. It's very rare at a 4-year high school to start a freshman like Foster, but I think we have a couple kids that are, one might start and one will be right in the mix, that are younger kids that are special, and these guys have been great. They accept our younger kids and work with them, and they're part of them lifting in our program and preparation. So we're excited for this year. We're excited. We lost some great seniors, but we got guys to reload, and we're excited to keep this tradition in our 10th year of the program as a winning program and keep that going. Well, I think there's a little bit of both. We have a great running back who backed up Teague James last year, ran for 500 yards, 600 yards last year as a backup, and Shannon Edwards, a special, shifty little guy, reads blocks really well. We got a couple young kids, a 9th grader come in, and Viljami Hansen, and several other kids will be in the mix. Damon Howard. We got a lot of kids I think can run the ball, but it's kind of my personality. I want to win up front, and guys in our league know that. I want to run the ball. We're going to run the ball just as much, probably more in a 1-back system, and do some run-pass checks with our quarterback because he's evolved as a leader in there, can make the right calls, and Trevor. So I think, we're going to be, we could be 50-50, we could 60-40, but a lot of times we end up being a running team because our field's so bad to practice on. So we get a mud field, and we got to go across, and we don't get hashes anymore. So mid-season, early in the year when we played Fred away and Curtis, we were playing great football because we had nice fields and it was still dry, and then it got muddy, and then we got to start running the ball and physically beat up people up front, and we can do that if we need to, and hopefully we can keep throwing the ball. We're going to use the turf a little bit more and travel a little bit for practice with the budget we've kind of developed in the spring. So I'm excited about our run game and our pass game.
I'm just always trying to be tough on the field. I always try to be quick and make plays out there. Been playing with Trevor for a long time, ever since like 1st and 2nd grade. It's been great working with them, everyone here. It's just great being on the team.
Yeah, so Austin, he's been playing with me since 2nd or 3rd grade. I've always gotten the ball out to him. He used to play running back, so I used to throw him out on screen passes. He'd get shifty out in the open. He just moved to slot this year, so should make some plays like Dylan Campbell did last year.
It's the same stuff we've been doing. We're just going to be more probably priority on our 90 game screen game. And we did a lot of that last year at the start of the year. Teague was special running back, and we had pretty good up front. And we're probably going to be bigger up front with their front 5. Their kids are probably going to have to go both ways more than we had in the past. So run game takes a lot more out of our big fellas than a pass game. So kind of adjusting to our talent, and it just. with Trevor, with his knowledge of the game and getting better and better every year, putting more on his plate. And, we're still going to be a run team. I mean, we're still going to run the football, and when it gets down to it, we'll be still that. But we're still going to take opportunities to throw the ball down the field. We got a variety. We got a big receiver at our X who can catch everything. We got a quick kid at our Z, and he's going to play our slot and mix around, do different things. So we got a variety of kids, and we got a great tight end that's going to be more involved in our passing game this year. And Donald, so exciting for that. Well, I made the statement to MaxPrep. He's the best football player I've ever coached, and at this time he could go play college football as a recruit, as a senior, in maturity and toughness and knowledge of the game. He's a 3.9 student. He just studies the game. He wants to be great, and he's just special. He's got, feet work. He's got toughness. He's already got, most big guys. We were walking last year. We were on a retreat thing with our players over Silverwood. Taking his shirt off, and Coach Brophy, who's our O-line coach, geez, I wish I looked like that when I was, and he's a sophomore, he's 6'4", All-American in Eastern Oregon, our lineman, but he just, he's got it. He's not a fat kid. He's a in-shape kid that's a big kid that's 310. Yeah, you know what? He is humble. We haven't sent one tape out on him. He's got little preps out there, and, he's got offers from different people. We're trying to keep it down as far as we can with the recruiting, but they're finding him. The Pac-12's all been in, and they're in offerings, and he's a humble kid. You're not going to get that. His parents won't let him go any other way, and I've known him since, I don't know, probably since he's about 3 or 4 years old. He's one of my son, who's a sophomore, is one of his best friends. So we've been around. He'll stay humble. I don't worry about that.
Well, this year, I think we really want to keep that winning season going and stay in the playoffs. Like the past 10 years, I think we've always been a playoff team. And this year, and we've always lost. Like my sophomore year, we lost the first round. Last year, we lost in the second round. So this coming year, I think we really want to try to get deep in the playoffs. I think that's one of our big goals this year.
We talk about it every day this spring. The target is on our back, and we're excited about that. But we also know there's great teams in our league. We're excited. There's great offenses down in the valley, and Puyallup and Rogers. Curtis probably does just an incredible job defensively. Bethel's a great rivalry. Spano Lake, John does a great job over there, changing to his talent. ER. We're real excited. We're real excited for our non-league schedule. We get to play Skyline, a Kingco team, which we've struggled against. So in mid-season, that'll get a good stride for us to kind of see where we're at. Kent Lake and Jefferson early, so we're excited, about it. But the target is on you, and you got to get better every day. And we talk to our kids every day about that.
Well, I feel like I had a pretty good year, but I didn't think I reached where I think I should be. I have a lot of things I need to improve. My run blocking, getting on people, just dominating every play, every game. My pass blocking, because that's what NFL, that's how you get into the draft. That's what I want to get to. So just being mean, everything in my game I just need to get better at. So there's no one thing I could point out. I just need to be a better overall lineman